Hello everyone. E3 has come and gone, and I know this is a late video. The show came out like last weekend or earlier than this, but I've been so busy. I've had a lot of stuff going on with uh, me training for my new position at my job that I will be taking, which involves me moving too. So I've been kind of working on that as well. So um, this will be one of the last videos that I film in my old apartment here before I film my new one. That includes this one and the update video, which is going to come out later. You guys will see this first. So there's a lot of good things that came out of E3 this year. I actually enjoyed quite a bit of it. Some things not as I was like, okay, it's whatever. There's just a lot of things that came out of E3 this year. I'm super excited for it. So how about we go down the list? Um, Things that I really liked about it. So here we go. I just need to find that list. I guess. Okay, let's talk about a little things that came out before E3 kind of started, and that was the Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind trailer that came out like this Saturday before E3, and short teaser trailer showed a couple of new scenes. Nomura came out saying he hopes that there's more. He hopes that this comes out before Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out, which, by the way, got its release date. And we saw cool stuff about that. But it's basically going to be like two separate... There's going to be two scenarios, Limit and Secret. There's a Limit episode and a Secret scenario, which I believe, if I'm understanding correctly, or if I remember correctly, you can access them on the main menu as soon as you beat the game, which makes it nice. And then also there's a playable Riku, Aqua, and Roxas, which is pretty cool. I don't know how they're going to make that work, though. Is it something that you can only do during story mode? And it's the whole, like, when you get to that section, like, all right, choose who you're going to play as. Do you want to play as Sora, or do you want to play as that other character that can be playable in that section? But it's odd, during the gameplay section that they showed for Roxas and Aqua, Sora was not part of the party. It was Roxas, Xion, and Lee, and it was Aqua and Ventus facing their bosses at the end of close to the end of the game there. So yeah, it's a very weird, but like Luxord, it seems like Luxord is not laying out more than he knows, so he seems to be knowing more stuff, and Demyx also seems to be a thing. Who knows? But those are kind of like those are really the only two people that know the Keyblade secret that Xemnas talked about in that one scene that we don't really have any backstory on, so that's pretty cool. So hopefully, it's a winter release, not specifically winter 2019, just as winter, because winter technically goes until March, but I don't think they want to go that far. My guess is maybe December. December seems like a nice time to release it, but who knows? We'll probably won't know the release date till TGS. TGS is probably at the earliest of when we'll learn it. Well, they are making good progress in it, so who knows? He also says he wants to include like 13 bosses, secret bosses, which is like the same amount that Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix had, so that's great. See, that's the thing. People complain like, oh, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix had more stuff than Kingdom Hearts 3, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, Kingdom Hearts 3 is the vanilla version. You guys are comparing Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, and that's... If you compare vanilla Kingdom Hearts 2 to vanilla Kingdom Hearts 3, they're like, Kingdom Hearts 3 is way better. In terms of, maybe not, it's hard to say because, in Kingdom Hearts 2 they have the Colosseums and everything, but like, that's another thing too that I hope they add, is like some kind of form of Colosseum cups or something like that. That'd be nice. Okay, so there's that. Cyberpunk 2077 got a release date, and Keanu Reeves is a part of it, which I think is pretty cool. Coming out April 16th, 2020, so that's pretty cool. I'm actually super excited about that. I'm just excited because it looks awesome. I can't wait to play it. It kind of makes me want to play The Witcher because I know it's made by the same people, so it kind of makes me want to play The Witcher as much as that is, and like yeah, and as big as that game is, they say Cyberpunk is going to be like 10 times as big. Maybe not 10 times, but like it's going to be bigger than Witcher at least. Double Fine Studios, the people that make Psychonauts and I can't remember what that other game is. I LP'd it on my other channel. It was a good game. Is now a part of Microsoft, so that's pretty cool. And they showed a little bit of Psychonauts 2, but there's still no release date or anything. And this game was announced like, what, 3 years ago? We're stepping into Square Enix territory here. But no, there's like, they just showed a little bit. They haven't released out. I thought that was pretty cool. Halo Infinite as Halo, I guess, 7? Or is it technically Halo 6? No, it's Halo 7, right? Yeah, Halo 7. Along with Project Scarlet, which is the new Xbox, is going to be releasing holiday 2020. So that's cool. And that's probably when the PS5 will probably release as well. I'm sure Sony's going to have some kind of a conference soon at some point, or maybe they'll wait until December when they normally hold their conference. I forget that they do that. So they'll probably do a conference then and be like, hey, here's the PlayStation 5 coming out holiday 2020. So I don't know if I'm going to pick it up right away or not. It all depends. If they have exclusive game that's only for the PS5 that I'm like interested in. If not, I'll probably wait for like the Pro version to come out in like 2 or 3 years afterwards, which is pretty nice. So then this was for BioWare. BioWare's thing. Ghostwire Tokyo looks pretty thrilling and interesting. And the game director, I think she was like she was the presenter, but I think she was also the game director of it. She was nice and cute and funny and innocent, so I like that. And that game, like the little bit of it that we saw, seems very interesting. So I'm actually very interested in that. Deathloop, another very interesting game where there's two characters that keep killing each other, but they keep waking up and like and then getting stronger as they become. I'm just judging this by the trailer, and it's like it looks very interesting. It looks pretty cool. Like I mentioned before, Final Fantasy VII Remake has a release date in March 30th. I didn't know it's close to the end of March. And they showed off Tifa, they showed off Meryl, they showed off a lot of things. Apparently, Disc 1, they're still doing multiple discs, is going to take place of all of Midgar, which I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like this game could probably be split into 4 or 3 discs then, who knows? But like this is going to be bigger. Like they're all going to be like the length of their own Final Fantasy game, which is pretty cool. And because they're going to add stuff and such, they're going to expand on the people from Avalanche, which is nice because they get deaded like close to the end of Disc 1, I think. God, it's been a while since I played it, so I'm like I can't remember when exactly they get deaded, or is it at the end of this one? Either way, it's a whole thing. So there's that. The Avengers game that's coming out in April. Though it doesn't. I mean, it's not bad looking. It just seems. They still have time to work on it. Like I'm not complaining that it doesn't look terrible, but I feel like they could definitely improve upon it, and maybe they will because I'm pretty sure that's like the main gripe that people have with it. The cast is stellar. You got Travis Willingham as Thor. You have Troy Baker as Tony Stark, or is he Banner? And then Nolan North is the other one. I think Nolan North is Tony Stark, and Troy Baker is Banner. No, Troy Baker is Stark. No, Troy Baker is Banner. Or is Troy Baker Captain America? I honestly can't remember. But look him up. And I think Laura Bailey? Yeah, Laura Bailey is Scarlet Witch. I believe so. Is that all 6 of them? I can't remember who Captain America is. He's the only one that I didn't mention. That's only 5. Yeah, that's only 5. That's right. They don't have Hawkeye in here. But they are like, hey, more people will be added. And there's like going to be no season pass and it's all going to be free. So that's pretty cool. Speaking of cool, Final Fantasy VIII is finally going to get a remaster that's coming out this year, and I'm super excited for it. I can't wait to play that. Final Fantasy VIII is like the one that I've played like one of the least. Well, there's Final Fantasy games I haven't played, but like out of the ones that I have played, Final Fantasy VIII is the one that I played the least. I believe I still have it on my PSP. Yeah, I think I have it on my PSP, so I didn't get too far into it. I think I got into like one of the first battles, and like that's it. I honestly can't remember why I stopped playing, but I'm super excited to play this and again and like actually beat it and such. So yeah, that was all of like everything else, and then Microsoft, of course. Microsoft had a lot of things. I'm going to explain some of them, and then I'm going to go into more depth about the Pokemon situation. So of course, Banjo and Kazooie are in Smash, which is awesome. And the Luminary, Dragon Quest heroes are in Smash as well. They have the hero from Dragon Quest 11, Dragon Quest 8, Dragon Quest 1 through 3, because it's the same character, I believe. And I can't remember who the other one was. Dragon Quest 10, maybe? I honestly don't remember, but like that's pretty cool. It makes me really like want to play more Dragon Quest games because I freaking love Dragon Quest 11. It was my game of the year last year, so I'm super excited to play as the Luminary. I believe the Luminary is coming out first. They didn't give a release date for them yet. Um, I think Luminary is coming out in summer of this year, and then Banjo's fall, or they both might be coming out in fall. I honestly don't remember. But they are coming out this year, and that's pretty cool. So there's 2 more slots left. I have a feeling they will announce the next one at the Game Awards. So that's pretty cool. No more Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be a thing. Tentative, that's what it's called right now. That's like what people are calling it right now. It's the sequel to Breath of the Wild, and I'm super excited for that. Like, I love Breath of the Wild, and being able to play Breath of the Wild 2 will be fun, and I can't wait for that. Yeah, and seeing, like, Ganon's corpse and everything is like, ooh. And they say it's going to be darker than Majora's Mask, or darker than Twilight Princess, whatever, like, the darkest Zelda was before. So I'm excited for that, so I definitely can't wait to play and LP that game. Possibility of it coming out next year, though? It could be if they're reusing assets from Breath of the Wild, which, like, why not? Not a big deal, so they should do that. Just, like, add, like, traditional dungeons, which would be nice. I don't want, like, the shrines anymore. Like, the shrines were fine in the first game, but, like, maybe not as many as, like, I think there was, like, 120. Not as many of them, and have them be, like, actual dungeons. Like, maybe, I don't know, 20 or something like that. Maybe 100. 100 might be much. It all depends. No More Heroes 3 is gonna be a thing, which I'm excited for. I played Travis Strikes Again, or Back, whichever one it is. And I've had a blast in that game, so I'm super excited to play that. Now they just need to port No More Heroes 1 and 2 to the Switch, because No More Heroes 3 is going to be a Switch exclusive from what I think I heard. So that's cool. So that's awesome. And then, of course, Animal Crossing got delayed to, I believe, it got delayed close to the release of Final Fantasy VII. So it got close. I know it has a release date, but I honestly don't remember it. And then Pokemon Sword and Shield with... Actually, no, they showed more stuff in, like, the direct before E3, but, like, they got into more details. And apparently, there are going to be some Pokemon that you can't put into Sword and Shield, which is kind of a bummer to a lot of people. Now, we don't know which ones they are, and so basically every kind of Pokemon that you see, like, in trailers or something, like, oh, this Pokemon's confirmed to be able to be in this game. So there's going to be, like, no national dex, which is unfortunate. So then it's the whole what's the point kind of thing. It's like you can't catch them all anymore, which is the slogan of Pokemon, gotta catch them all. And I was actually looking forward to this because this was probably be like the first time that I would be able to get every single Pokemon since Gen 3, I think it was, or Gen 2. I know it's a way early Gen, but it's like that would have been the first time, like, someone like me, because I can't get all the legendaries. I can't get, like, I have Mew on, like, Pokemon Go. I think is the only one that I have a legit Mew on. X and Y I think goes as it, or Sun and Moon, one of the two. But, like, the point is, like, if you can't catch them all, it's like, what's the point? And then Game Freak is like, hey, we hear ya, but we don't care. They're like, he's like, yeah, just because your Pokemon isn't in this game doesn't mean your favorite Pokemon won't be in the next game. And it's like, that's a problem. Because now there's, like, what's the point, basically, is, like, you can't get every single Pokemon now on the games, which is unfortunate. So, I know people are like, don't, like, boycott Pokemon, which I might. Like, Sword and Shield probably might be my last Pokemon game, unfortunately. But, like, if the 3DS can hold every single Pokemon that's, like, 800 something, why can't the Switch do it? And the animations for battles look awful. like, as at least from what I've seen in the trailers, they're like, oh, use quick attack, and then the Pokemon stands there and does like a, like, back what they used to do in like the Game Boy, where they just like did a little motion, and then now in the 3DS they actually do a little more stuff than that. But yeah, they got rid of Megas too, which I can give or take that. Megas weren't really a big thing to me. I was like, I don't care about the Megas, and like, yeah, it's whatever at this point. But that's my whole gripe. Was is like, I understand it on one end, but on the other end, it's like your whole premise of Pokemon is gotta catch them all, and if you can't catch them all, why? It's the point. I mean, I'm still gonna pick it up because I'm the problem, but yeah, it's quite a bummer for that. But anyway, guys, I'm running out of time for the memory cards here, but that's all I liked from E3 2019. Let me know what you guys liked about it, and let me know what you think about the Pokemon thing. Alright, guys, I'll see you guys in a little bit for the update, as soon as I clean this memory card, and I'll see you all next time.